Okay, so here's our triangle, and again, sorry about the shadows. We actually had some new lights installed in this room, which are great for reading, but not so great for filming. But we'll get that figured out later. So we're going to do a power of a point solution.
Yep.
And are we in okay?
Yes.
All right. So if I look at this point here in terms of this piece of the circle, what can I say, if anything, about any of the lengths from looking at this point?
Well, I think you would know that this length is also 1 because we know from power of a point that this length squared, because it's the circle tangent right here, equals this length squared.
Yep. That's great. So actually, from power of a point, we can say that this is 1, and this is then root 2 minus 1?
Yes.
Okay.
And
then, from this point, what can we say from power of a point?
we know that root 2 minus 1 squared. If we, again, maybe we could call the diameter.
Well, yeah, this is called R.
We know that this equals 1 minus 2r.
1 minus 2r, that's what we're trying to solve for.
And times 1.
Times 1, which is nice, right?
Yes.
So root 2 minus 1 squared is this length times the whole thing, which is 1. So I get, we're trying to solve for r here. Maybe I'll make it capital R, just to make it easier to see.
Yeah.
And there's actually a lot of different ways we could approach this. I'm going to leave this as root 2 minus 1 squared and not multiply it out. Because this side becomes, so I get root 2 minus 1 squared equals 1 minus 2r.
Yes.
So then I'm going to move this to this side and this to this side. 2r equals 1 minus root 2 minus 1 squared.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a difference of squares. 2r equals 1 minus this. So that is
1 minus root 2 plus 1.
Alright, so 2 minus root 2. And then 1 plus this.
Okay, so we get 1 plus root 2 minus 1, so root 2.
Root 2. So r equals
2
minus root 2 times root 2 over 2. Now what is root 2 over 2?
That's just 1 over root 2.
Right, so I get 2 minus root 2 over root 2.
Okay, so we can divide every term on the top by root 2, so we get root 2 minus 1.
And did that stay on camera? Not quite.
Not quite.
So this is just, I'll put it down here, root 2 minus 1.
Okay.
So that's kind of a neat power of a point solution
Yeah.
to this. I really, really like your way. And actually these two things are related to each other, obviously, but I thought this was actually kind of fun because there were also, well, we could have multiplied this out as well, and then it would have simplified over here, but not multiplying it out allowed us to play this neat factoring trick and see that it's simplified.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
It's cool. This is a cool problem. As always, Catriona has a fantastic eye for problems. All right, good job this morning, huh?